So the CEO, Brian Thompson, gets unalived, CEO of United Healthcare. Okay, so we're talking about the insurance companies. How about we dabble into the CEOs that are over hospitals, nursing homes, LTACs, rehabs? How about we dabble into that truth right there? I've worked at bedside for 27 years as a respiratory therapist, okay? And I want to just say this. When you see a respiratory therapist, a CNA, or an RN running around with their head cut off, you want to know why that's happening? Short staff. And want to know why it's short staff? Because they don't want to pay anybody to come into. A lot of these places now don't even use agencies. Okay? And why why they don't want to pay and why they do this short staff shit is so that they can get their bonuses at the end of the year. So it's not only the CEOs, but it's also the directors at these facilities. And when you are short staffed, what happens with that? It puts the patients in danger. And unfortunately, the family members lash out at the nearest person. Everyone who's at bedside, RT, CNAs, and registered nurses. This is the reason why that shit is happening. This is not only happening in United Healthcare and with insurances. This is happening in hospital settings. This shit needs to be addressed. The amount of patience a respiratory therapist have, the amount of patience an RN has, the amount of patience a CNA has. This is what's going on. And this is how Sentinel mistakes events happen, which they give us courses on Sentinel's events, but yet they put us in a compromising position for Sentinel events to actually happen. Make that make fucking sense. And they sweep it all on the rug and don't nobody talk about it. Because a lot of healthcare workers are afraid to speak on it. Well, I'm telling you this right now. I feel like while the iron is hot, it's time for us to strike. And we need to expose this, all our healthcare workers. And I'm going to say that this is the reason why a lot of people, especially the good and experienced ones, are leaving the field. And most people will say, oh, no, you guys need to stay there to help. But how can you help? You're doing more harm than helping. Because guess what's going to happen? Let's say you take a patient and something happens. You're human. You're human. You think that facility is going to have your back on that shit? No. You're going to go down. Potentially, you can get sued individually along with the hospital, wherever you work at. So yeah, it's time to speak on this shit right here. Because this is fucking ridiculous. That person who poo-pooed him, Brian Thompson, I give him a round of applause. I feel liberated for all the children, the elderly, the mothers, the fathers, the brothers, the sisters, the uncles, the grandmothers. Did I forget anybody? The aunts and the uncles that I have seen lost their lives due to not getting coverage, or lost their lives due to being understaffed. Yeah, we need to talk about this shit. What we gonna do, healthcare? What we gonna do, social media? It's us against them. Let's get it popping.